You're watching Late Night with KNWT, filmed on the campus of Northwest Missouri State University. And here's your host, True Billhars.
Good evening and welcome back to Late Night with KNWT. I'm your host, True Billhars, and we have a very special show tonight as it is our final episode of this season. We will be recapping all 6 weekly shows from the semester, so sit back, relax, and let's get started. First, we have Now You Know, the show where we learned anything about everything. Throughout the season, we learned about everything from friendship bracelets to ramen noodles, to even jack-o'-lanterns and origami. We learned it all thanks to hosts Al and Porter and Katie Bird in the Birdhouse. Thank you to Now You Know for teaching us random facts we can impress our friends with. Let's take a look at their season.
Showtime. Greetings, friends, and welcome to Now You Know, your place to learn anything about everything. I'm your host, Alexander Snodderly, and as you can see, we're not in the Now You Know studio.
Next, we have Loosely Related, the show where students of different majors do activities loosely related to what they study. From elementary education majors finger painting to marketing majors trying to sell products. We learned all about the Northwest different majors here on campus, with fun activities paired with them. We also saw some special episodes like the Art A's when they did fun activities and even the producers of KNWT. Thank you, Loosely Related, for always keeping us entertained. Let's take a look at their season.
Who's your favorite holiday icon? Snowman? An elf? A gingerbread man?
Mine would definitely be Christmas donkey.
Mariah Carey, let's go.
She's defrosting.
That's a staple.
That's a good answer.
Every year.
Like,
Santa Claus.
Jack Frost.
maybe Rudolph? That little elf.
Oh, that one.
The dentist?
That little
They're
elf.
all
The
little.
dentist from Rudolph?
Like The Rock from that one Tooth Fairy movie?
What is his name? Hammy?
Shelby.
I'm gonna say Mr. Narwhal from the movie Elf.
That's a good one.
Mr. Narwhal.
That's a good pick.
Up next is Tales of the Dice Roll, the show that gave us an escape from reality each week. We watched as Jonas, the dungeon master / host, guided the characters through quite the journey. Each week we got to know the characters Mirdos, Toxic, Kakar, and Silurisk, and follow them on a riveting journey. At the end of the season, we saw the characters' journey come to an end, but you'll have to watch to find out what happened. Thank you, Tales of the Dice Roll, for always keeping us on our toes. Let's take a look at some of their season highlights.
That sounds like a threat, buddy.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to learn you. You're really hostile. Maybe you should take it back. Have you done the therapy? Rat therapy here is really great. It's very surprising given that we murder each other constantly.
No, therapy's for, I don't know, it's not really just
It's all right. You can cry.
No, it's-
See, this is the first step in all of it.
No, it's not like that, man. It's just, get off me, man. You're probably trying to pickpocket me or something.
I was, he caught me. But still, you should. It's really great.
Whatever, just get out of here, man.
Next, we have Gen 2, the show where we kept up with all of the gaming and tech-related news, with hosts Gabe Chadwick and Evan Saxton. We also got to spend time with Kirby's Content Corner, Storylines, Aaron's Reality, Forgotten Games, Saturday to Sunday, and Descendant 101, where we learned new things and were entertained each week. Thank you, Gen 2, for never letting us miss gaming or tech-related information and updates. Let's take a look at their season's highlights.
Man, this really has been a fun season, Evan.
It really has. I've had a blast with all the fun games and funky tech news.
Well, Evan, shall we sign off one last time for this season?
I don't know if I can bring myself to do it.
You got it, man. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in to this season of Gen 2.
If you're ever craving any Gen 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button and go check out some of our other amazing episodes.
And drop a like on this episode. That way we don't get canceled next season.
You said we wouldn't get canceled.
Oh, shoot. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I can't live without Gen 2.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that notification bell to not miss us when we come back. We will see you all very soon.
I will come back.
Next, we have Northwest News, the show that brought us all of the breaking news and other information around campus, the Maryville area, and even internationally. Anchors Wiley Ray and Skylar Stamps kept us updated and gave us the latest on all the news. We also saw different packs throughout the season about the events going on campus and in Maryville. Thank you to Northwest News for never letting us miss a beat. Let's take a look at the best news this semester.
This week's issue of the Northwest Missourian took a look into the alleged mold in the residence halls and 2 Northwest students who grow tobacco on his family farm.
Multiple students from different residence halls across campus have found what they believe to be mold in their rooms, allegedly causing sickness or forcing them to move rooms. There have not been any confirmed cases of mold in any residential buildings at Northwest to this point.
Former student Hannah Wooldridge attended Northwest as a freshman in the 2023-2024 school year. During her time at Northwest, Wooldridge lived on the bottom floor of Hudson Hall. She claimed mold was everywhere.
Next, we have Bearcat Update, the show to go to if you wanted to keep up with everything Bearcat sports. Host Jason Holland was there to recap what happened each week. We also took a closer look into specific sports, games, and players throughout this season. Bearcat Update helps sports fans stay in the know about all their favorite Bearcat sports teams. Bearcat Update also helped non-sports fans like me learn a thing or two about sports. Thank you to Bearcat Update for keeping us in the loop. Let's take a look at some of the best sports this semester.
After concluding their season in a loss to the 13th ranked Pittsburgh State Gorillas, the Bearcat football team will look for new leadership. After parting ways with head coach Rich Wright, a 6-5 record, which stands as the worst record for the Bearcats in over 20 years, was a leading factor in the decision to seek out for a new face at the forefront of the football program. 14 Bearcats were named all MIAA honorees, with senior defensive end Jake Fisher being awarded Defensive Lineman of the Year. A bright future awaits for the boys in green.
We are going to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have our final interview with one of our most involved members on this station.
Creative Services has been lurking in the shadows of student media, giving insight into the hard work behind every mass media student's contribution. We are creating national award-winning commercials promoting KNWT. We animate, navigate, and collaborate to display all of the unseen corners of our media outlets. Our mission is dedicated to showing off KNWT and our great work like never before.
Welcome back to Late Night with KNWT. I have a super special guest with me. It is Wiley Ray. Riley, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, True. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Oh, of course. I'm so glad you're here because I have a couple of questions for you.
Fire away.
Okay. So with the roles on Northwest News, Bearcat Update, and then Operations Director of KZLX, as well as play-by-play with Bearcat Sports, how do you balance all of these jobs?
So, to answer that question simply, True, it really just, my whole life is revolved around sports. So, I love doing it. Being an anchor, being an analyst, broadcast or whatever it may be. I love sports, so a lot of people may find stress in it, but I find a lot of enjoyment in it. And outside of that, I go to games, I watch games, but taking sports out of the equation, I play video games a lot, as well as I do like to read, so I do read from time to time, and I go hiking a lot as well, just to kind of give myself that media reset that a lot of broadcasters or a lot of media people don't get to have a lot of times.
Yeah, that's nice to have just something to do to get your mind off of all the work and the sports all the time, right?
Yeah.
With all of the stuff you do. Gosh, that's awesome. Well, so you're also an anchor on Northwest News and even a reporter. What goes into Northwest News and even reporting too?
Yeah, so a lot of it is, the biggest thing for me, I did speech in high school. So a lot of it was confidence, confidence, confidence. And even going out there with a camera and you're standing out by yourself, a lot of times it seems intimidating because a lot of people look around you and they're like, what are they doing? So having confidence is the biggest key, but also just, practice. You may think that first shot you take or that first take is the best take. It never helps to have it a second or third, because having other things to go off of or other pieces of B-roll to go off of is also really helpful. Plus just getting around to the community. That was my favorite part. I covered a lot of organizations and clubs on campus. And so getting to cover those and getting to cover, the different people who make it happen has really been influential and is making me, look at other organizations and clubs on campus of what I might even want to join.
That's awesome. I know there's so many clubs on campus too, so it's like getting around could take forever.
Oh yeah, there's endless opportunities with clubs and organizations.
Okay. I have a final quick question for you. I know we talked a lot about media, but do you have any passions outside of media?
Once again, being outdoors is probably my biggest passion. It started during COVID. COVID was a hard time for everyone, but me specifically, my grandpa passed away, and so we were staying down there, kind of going through his stuff, and I would use it as fishing, just getting away from the media, just having that moment to myself, and that really just thrived into having my own YouTube channel. And then that has became just an outlet for me to be outdoors and go walking trails, hiking them, and just a really big outlet. Other than that, sports, once again, a big passion. I played it in high school. So sports and the outdoors really are the two biggest things in my life right now.
That is so awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us and telling us a little bit about you.
No problem at all.
I'm so glad you're here. All right, well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the final episode of Late Night with KNWT. I've been your host, True Bill Harris, this season, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you like all the shows this season, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to not miss any future content. Thank you for watching, and have a great night and a happy, happy holidays.